it's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game, cause you know this party won't stop. We could never run out of time, sipping strawberry lime. You know I wanna share it with you. This is going boom boom. If you're looking for some
What is going on? Well, once again, I have nothing planned. I'm not going to plan when I do these live sessions. I'm just going to come on and just talk, and we'll find somebody to give a session to, and we'll do it. Andrea, Sunny Days, Jennifer, where you guys at in the world? Because one day I just want to give somebody a session that is the farthest person away from me. Which I don't know. Maybe that's New Zealand, Australia. I'm not sure. What did you guys do today? Did you have a good day? I did very little today. I was trying to be creative, and I just like some days, man, you're creative. Some days you're not. And today was not productive. You ever had like whenever you do something creative and you find yourself like redoing it, and then the next thing you know, it's worse than when it started, and you actually forgot where it was. Arkansas, California, Wisconsin, UK, Hawaii. Sweet. Mary Lou. Mary Lou, have we had a session? Mary Lou Otero. Man, I kind of wish I lived in Hawaii. I do. Everybody that I know, and I think it's like 5 people that moved to Hawaii, they never came back. They like never came back. And if that's not an incredible advertisement to move somewhere, I don't know what is. Great week, slow day. What's up, Jesse Mitchell? I remember you. Okay, I guess I'll wait a little bit to see. I don't know if I want to do sweet cherry blossom in the garden. Today it was 64 degrees. Don't ask me why I have a sweatshirt on, but it was 64, man. It was like it was almost so hot. I was like, okay, one more snow, maybe 2 more snows, but it felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. So I don't know if I should do one person a day or just do 2 people or 3 people at the same time. I still go back and forth. Like I've done this since 2011, and every time I think that one-on-one is apps Dublin, Ireland. Man, that would be a cool place to go, man. Dublin, Ireland. I think I love that accent. My son loves that foggy, misty weather. And I love golf. So, dude, Ireland has some amazing golf courses. Um, Sweet. Okay. Well, we got 42 people already. That's awesome. I think I'm just gonna keep. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow too. I don't know what time. Actually, let me check my schedule. I might do it around the same time. Let's see here. 24th. What is today? 24th? Dude, where's my schedule? Bear with me here. Trying to figure out what time I can do it tomorrow. Today is the 24th, 25th. Yeah, maybe I'll do it earlier tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it like 1 o'clock my time. So it's 4 o'clock this time. Okay, so wow, everybody that's here is like commenting. Awesome. Yeah, Hawaii has some amazing golf too. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna wow, that was probably loud. I'm going to post, we'll post it. And I'm not sure if I should just do 1 person or 3 people at the same time. What's up, Karen in Buffalo, New York? Okay, so when I post this, all you gotta do, I think, all you gotta do is hit that link, and then you'll pop up. And I'm just gonna take the first person. So Here we go. It's like a it's like a healing lottery. Like, okay, yeah. I think I hit the right button. I did. Okay. Let's see who it is today. Welcome, Bergedum? Bergedum? Is that a country? DHW? Is that a country? What is it? Michigan? Thank you. I like Michigan. Only time I've really been to Michigan was when my buddy Kenny I met in Ohio, giving him a reconnection, and he's like, "Hey man, you want to go like keep my cat Erica Scott? What's up? Hello, how are you?
I'm
Can you hear?
good. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? You look familiar. Do I know you?
I did a session with you before.
Okay, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Where are you at in the world?
Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Okay. Are you like where are you at? Are you like in a classroom or are you in
Yeah, I'm at work. I'm at work.
Okay. You going can you do a session or
Yeah.
okay. Is today a good day for you to have a session? Are you feeling awesome? Are you feeling like stressed out? Are you feeling
There's stress every day.
yeah. What type of work do you do?
I'm a custodian.
Okay. And is it stress in just life and just this
The way that I like feel it and experience it is what's stressful.
mm. So you're like super empathic and you can just feel the misery of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's yeah. I mean, there's a lot going on, man. I think there's a part of me. I used to think that I was super empathic, and now I'm starting to think that I am empathic, but I can't. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know why, but I don't
I don't think we're
feel.
supposed to feel it like that all the time.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Like, how can you? I, I just I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely. I mean, I meet people all the time, and you can definitely tell when somebody's an old soul because they take the weight of everybody else's life and they just feel it. And it's just like, I don't know why I don't do that anymore. I don't know if it's the way I was wired or if these frequencies have something to do with it. Or do we
I
have a
didn't
video
always
session?
feel it like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
been probably like the last 8 years that it's been
Mm-hmm.
like that. But no, I didn't walk through life every day experiencing it like this.
Do you think it had to do with like your awakening, like your consciousness expanding and or no?
I mean, I think so. Maybe. Yeah, because there's a lot more that came in with it besides just the feeling of it, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm. I
How long
feel
ago
like
did
I've
we have a job?
seen a lot of different, like, timelines, dimensions. I don't know, a lot of them.
Mhm. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for you?
Um, some of them were okay to see, some of them, no, they weren't very fun to
Yeah,
be a part of seeing.
yeah. You seem kinda down.
It's like a pull. It's weird. It's like a pull of something. I was at a funeral yesterday too, though. So,
Somebody that you loved or
a family member's. I didn't know him, like, personally, but
mhm,
within my family, she's married within my family, and it was her dad, so
yeah. So it's a typical funeral, wasn't like a celebration or anything?
it was like a memorial service. It wasn't even really like a full funeral, but
Okay, yeah. If we knew what we were talking about, we would celebrate when someone passes. It's
yeah,
like, "They're free. They're free of this, man.
yeah,
They're home."
yeah.
Like, we're the ones that need to party. Yeah. When we had a session, was it a video or was it just over the phone or what?
It was over the phone.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So when you look familiar, it
it's
wasn't because of our session.
probably from the session. Yeah, you didn't see me during the session, so
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, it's probably been. I think that was like
Don't say 8 years
2,
ago.
maybe 3 years ago.
Okay. I was like, don't say 8 years ago. Because
No,
like that's when you
not 8 years ago.
Stop. Like, don't say it. Hey, Jafer and Amber Geeden, I'm sorry. I'm maybe tomorrow. I'm just gonna do one person today. Um, so I'm sorry. I feel bad, but I just want to let them know that I could see them waiting for me to call them. Is there anything you want to talk about, or
Um, it's kind of like, do you ever feel that where that's what it feels like. It feels like a pull that happens and then it's sad.
what do you mean a pull?
Like an energy like pulling me into
Like a gravitational pull, and then I mean, I
yeah.
definitely get. I mean, just like 3 days ago, right before I was going to come on here, I had this overwhelming sense that my dad just died. It was just like I couldn't. I was almost going to cancel. I was like, oh my god, dude, I think my dad just died, and I couldn't get in touch with him, and then I was like, he's probably okay. Because yeah, I just went with it, and he's fine. He's cool, but I don't know why. So yeah, I get those. I get those overwhelming feelings of emotions. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So you feel like you're
And it's
not in
like
control.
it feels sometimes like a stuck feeling. I'm trying to think of like how to describe to you what it is, like how I experience it for whatever
So
reason.
you keep feeling the same kind of like feeling of like helplessness, like it just keeps coming back and back. Is it
Yeah.
helplessness or is it just a sadness or
No, it feels like it feels like all of those feelings sometimes at once. Like a helplessness feeling, anger, confusion, um
is it
yeah,
over
it's just
real
not
stuff
cool.
or stuff you
Huh?
can't define? Is it over like real stuff? Like people in your
Okay.
life are pushing your buttons, or is it just like some kind of mysterious feeling that you really can't pinpoint down what caused it?
Yeah, I really can't pinpoint it down. And the moment
Mhm.
I start like trying to look at the people around me and like think that, well, it's because this person, I don't know. I feel like that gives like more of like, I don't like to put it on other people. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah, but
people
when you
walk
say
around and feel how they feel. But if
yeah,
I
see
walk around being like, it's your fault, I feel this way, like, what's that really gonna
yeah,
fix?
it's not gonna do it, yeah. So you said when you get the feeling, you, like, look around and you, like, are assuming they're thinking something? Or
No, not always. I mean, okay, so like yesterday with the funeral, right?
uh-huh.
Even in moments where I felt like maybe like I don't know, just the way people deal with things, it's like directing. It's not really like I guess just kind of watching how humans experience it. Like instead of like being in grief, they're like fighting, getting mad at you know what I mean? Like so I
Yeah,
guess I would just kind
yeah,
of recognize those types of things.
yeah, it's
Um Sometimes just like the detachment type feeling.
you feel detached from
I
what's
try to
happening?
detach from it, from that feeling.
Yeah, I know the feeling, yeah. So what do you hope to happen from do you have any, like, physical pain going on right now, or is it just more like a stress and like a
Well, it's okay, so it's not like physical pain where somebody would be like, "Oh, my back hurts," or, "Oh, I," it's like I constantly like I can feel movement of energy, and then sometimes I can feel like the stuckness of it. That would be kind
mhm,
of painful sometimes. Um, but it's not like normal aches and pain type things that
mhm.
people complain about.
Okay. Did you feel anything when we had our session over the phone?
Yeah, I did. It's like I
Did
can
you?
get to a place where I'm not experiencing it like this, and then it always fucking comes back.
What do you
Always.
think that is?
I don't know for sure.
I mean, it sounds like something is trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
I would never know the answer to that.
Mm-mm.
Like that's you. Like you would have
Mhm.
to.
Mhm.
I mean, I could act like I do, but you're the only one. You're the only one that's going to know the answer to that question, or to
Yeah.
why these same situations, these same feelings.
I
Like
don't
just
know if it has something to do with my first form of like my spiritual awakening. I very much so had like a lot of downloads come in that were explaining to me about like generational trauma, curses, whatever word you want to put to it.
Mhm.
And that
Did you say trauma or curses? Those were the two terms.
whatever way you
Okay.
want, like
Let's just say
whatever.
like genetic. Let's just say karma, for instance.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And like the patterns of things, and that stuff is very like in my face
Mm-hmm.
especially within my family, obviously. Um so I was like in this first awakening type deal I had, I very much so was focusing on my own inner healing, right? And I experienced a form of like blissfulness and just kind of a lot of like deep meditations into
Mm-hmm.
angelic type places. And when it all came through, it was like I was shown that duality is like making its way out,
Mm-hmm.
and that I had a near death experience. So because of that, I had been on the other side
Mm-hmm.
and I had experienced the non-duality.
Yeah, like
So
the
something
bliss
about
and the
so something
perfection.
about me coming back into my body and me already carrying that vibration of experiencing that is
Yep.
something that I'm supposed to be doing here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's just give you a session and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. You're gonna sit up, or you're gonna lay down?
I'm probably just gonna sit.
Okay.
I can't
Cool.
really lay on the ground at work, so
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it'd be weird if somebody walked in and like, Erica, what are you
what are
doing?
you
Okay,
doing?
cool. Yeah, I could imagine if you had an NDE and you came back, and because I don't really think that many people want to come back.
I don't
They're
think I
kind of,
wanted to either.
yeah, I don't think many people did.
Mm-mm.
So, but you came back to finish some work. Did you
Pretty
have
much,
children?
that's what I was kind of said, that
Yeah,
my work wasn't done. And that's
but
frustrating because you walk around feeling like you do, and you walk around like, well, what the fuck is the work I'm supposed to be doing here? Come on now.
maybe the work
Let's,
is like to be happy
yeah,
and
yeah.
to just like love this life and I mean, I don't know. That's I
No,
would say that's one of
that's
the
the way I
top
was
two.
shown it.
What'd
No,
you
you're
say?
right. That's the way,
Yeah,
you're right. That's the way I was shown it. And I did walk around for years just feeling that way. And
yeah,
I don't know, 8 years ago, something completely shifted and changed. And ever since then, I'm like, I just want to go back to what I know to be the truth.
yep, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can do that.
Okay.
So for any guys that are still watching, just if you want to receive, I have no doubt that you will get what you need. Okay. You're little. Okay, we're just gonna. Okay, I can see you now. Okay, so I'm gonna go for 15 minutes. Do you have 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you just relax, place your awareness on your body, and we will see what happens. I hope you have a good session, Erica.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, Erica. I was curious. Were you sucking on a Jolly Rancher?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
Mm-mm.
I had never seen that register before in ever. And I didn't know if you were sucking on a candy or if that was your register. Yeah. Did you have any sensations?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot through my head, my throat. Actually, one of the things in my throat, I don't know if you could hear me coughing.
I heard you cough twice. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That feels like maybe whatever that was is kind of shifted. There's a lot of shifting, I feel like, happened.
Okay. What did it feel like? You said it started, did you say it started in your head or?
Okay, so it feels like almost like a pipe pull type feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I could feel it feels like air bubbles that like come up in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the one in my throat feels like it shifted. Like I feel what I'm explaining to, I feel a lot anyways. But kind of feels like the one I was trying to get through in my throat area has shifted a little.
Let's just say it shifted.
Okay.
And just, yeah, we'll just move on. Yeah. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't know what that means, but,
I don't either. When I'm saying it, I'm like trying to explain it the best I can, but I'm a Pisces. A lot of the times I'm like, I don't have an explanation for you.
I don't even need an explanation. I mean, I wish I didn't even have to say anything and I could just like do it. Yeah. Now you seem very receptive. Did it start right off the bat or those sensations
Yeah.
or did it take a
Yeah.
while?
It started right away. Yeah.
Did it feel like the session we had 3 years ago? Or was it different?
I think it feels different. It felt different a little bit. But I think that has to do with me too, though, because I was really like scared when I got the first reading from you. Not of like having, or the first session, not of
Mhm.
having a session with you, just where I was at and what I was feeling. I was
Okay.
like thinking I
So
was
I
scared
didn't
or
I didn't
something.
like relieve any of that tension or that fear before
Yeah.
this.
I mean,
Okay.
it's,
I
yeah,
know
you
what you
did.
mean. I know what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah, because if you've never done anything like this before, you don't realize how natural it is, and and especially when somebody posts videos of people like flipping around, you're like, dude, what's that? That's
Yeah.
probably I'm not sure what that is. So yeah. So could you feel these frequencies in your hands before our first session?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too. Like I used to feel them through my hands all the time. I went and got like Reiki certified, and I would feel them through my hands a lot too.
Mhm.
And whatever happened 8 years ago, it was like I was having a hard time even like I went through like every thought in the book that I could just try to figure it out. And I was like, maybe I'm not staying within my body enough for me to.
Hmm. I don't really know. I mean, I'd have to know you to even offer any
Yeah,
lame,
yeah, yeah.
reason. But I do find it interesting that right before I went live, let me see if I can find it real quick. I got this email from this guy in California, and he wanted me to come out to Carlsbad to give him a reconnection, which I'm certainly not going to do. Like you'd have to pay me like a lot of money to fly out to give you a reconnection. But, I mean, to me, traveling is such a pain in the ass now. But he said on an interesting side note. I just got out of a pretty toxic relationship, and one of the first things I noticed was the energy in my hands came back 5 times stronger. I've had it since the session with you many moons ago. Don't you find that interesting? I find that
Yeah.
so interesting that so he can feel the frequencies, he's loving it, he's doing it every day, and then they go away. And the second he leaves that toxic relationship, they come back. Like I don't know. To me, that shows just how. I mean, it just shows that, dude, if you're surrounded by some type of toxicity daily, you are not going to shine. You are not going to flourish because that eventually, like water on a stone. I'm not saying this is you. I'm just saying that, I just literally read that right before we started. And the fact that you could feel energy in your hands before that 8 years ago, like when something happened. Let's see if you can feel it right now, if you don't mind. Can you?
Okay.
So you know how to do it, right? So yeah, just hold your hands up, about this far apart, and spread your fingers like this, just to make this like taunt, like a drum skin. I mean, you don't have to. This is just to see, and then just go palms facing palms, and a little bit farther apart, and I just want you to like place your awareness on your palms and just to see if you can feel any connection. And maybe take one hand and like make small circles, almost like that, like tiny little circles, and just see if that affects. Are you feeling anything?
Yeah, I can feel it.
Does it feel like a pulling sensation or?
Yeah, like a tightness, pulling sensation.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Like a tightness in your palms, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So my daughter just set off her alarm. So anyway, my alarm was going off. My daughter is always doing something. So slowly pull your hands slowly apart. And I want to see if it changes the texture of that sensation. Did it get weaker? Did it magnify? Did it turn into like a magnetic sensation, or do you feel nothing now?
Maybe like weaker.
Weaker?
Okay. When it's closer together, I can feel it. More of the pulling sensation.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I hate to hear when people lose that sensation.
Yeah.
Because to me, like how dense it feels, I almost use that as a pacifier, like in my life. Like when something, like, okay, for instance, like when I get this overwhelming feeling that my dad died, somehow when this frequency will kick up and I immediately realize, well, my dad's on his own path and, he had a great life and maybe this was his time to act. It keeps, like, I almost use it as literally a pacifier. And if I couldn't feel it anymore, man, that would be a bummer. That would be a bummer to me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You still seem a little down.
I'm just kind of taking everything in.
Okay,
I am a lot more uppity than I was a second ago, but I'm always like, okay.
You seem like a deep thinker. Yeah, you seem like you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of like the feel, what I'm feeling. Deep feeler, which might
Mhm.
bring in the deep thinking.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's kind of like the way I am with like a deep feeler
Mhm.
and thinker. Like sometimes I don't know what I am. Like as soon as I say I'm something, then I realize I'm just the opposite of that also. So it's like, okay, well, I don't know. I don't know what I am, man. I am what I am. I don't know. I change all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
did you have any questions? I think I might see if anybody has any questions that they want to ask. Um, yeah, I had never, I'm not kidding you. I have never seen registers like you have. And what I mean
No.
by registers is usually they're unconscious physical like reactions. And as soon as we started, it looked like you had a Jolly Rancher in your mouth. And and you were, and I was like, okay, well, maybe maybe she's sucking on a candy or something that I didn't realize when we were talking. And then you kept doing it and doing it. I was like, dude, that candy would have to be gone by like now. Like, there's no way. So I had never seen.
It was like the way I was feeling it. Yeah, whatever I was feeling, that's why.
Yeah, no, it's. I just thought it was interesting. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. There's like, I don't think
No,
there's any
yeah.
meaning to that. But well, I hope
You
that
don't think that there's any meaning to it, like the way that you physically see people react to it?
nope, nope,
No.
I don't, because a classic example, and I would have to find this email, but I did a monthly tune-up. I think it was last weekend. I don't even remember. No, it's not last week. It was the weekend before, and some dude participated in it, and I didn't know he was participating. And so he lays down both days, and he never felt anything. And when he got up the second day, he didn't write me, he didn't email me for like 4 days. And he said, I don't know what happened during that session, but I have never in my life been this happy. I am walking on cloud 9. Nothing can affect me. Like, I mean, it was a deep, like 8-paragraph email, and he felt nothing. I don't know if he was having registers, because most people don't, what they're doing and what they feel like they're doing are two totally, different things. Like the
Yeah,
session
I had
had.
no idea my mouth was even moving like
Yeah,
that.
so exactly.
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
So yeah. And if you watch it, you will notice it, but it's not, maybe I was exaggerating it, but to me, I mean, that's what I do is I watch people, so I
Mhm.
see when like lips move like, 2 millimeters, or, I mean, I'm looking for a sign
Yeah.
that that's how they react. So, um, let's see here. I feel this strong while watching these. I get a headache and nausea a lot though. Yeah, that's interesting, because I I could be wrong, but after doing this for 13 years, what I've noticed is people that get a headache or nausea or the sense of vertigo, there's a resistance. It's like they have like a guard up, and this is your higher self. This is God. This is love. There's no
Mhm.
reason to have up any like, oh God, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I'm not responding to you. I'm just responding to this email that I got.
Mhm.
So I was going to tell Andrea that, the next time if she participates, just there's absolutely no reason to have any guard up. I mean, we're programmed. Our programming is a joke. Like, we're afraid of everything. And so when you hear somebody talking about the things that I talk about, there's in most people's belief systems, down deep, there's this, I don't know, that resistance, especially if you're raised religion. Like if you're raised in religion and you're going to churches where people would consider like energy work like demonic or something, like
Yeah, they
dude,
do.
like, like I never understood that, and I find it funny. But so this lady feels dizzy and nausea too. Is something I'm having a hard time with. Yeah, Andrea. So like this is love. This is 100% love. So when I'm sitting here, I'm talking to Eric, I'm talking to whoever, I'm just being myself, and sometimes I say things that offend people. Like I'm just being myself. But when it's showtime, then I step aside and nothing but like this love comes through. And some people think that because I'm 58 and I talk like I've never had a job in my life, I say dude all the time. I call you dude. I call everybody like it's like, oh, this guy's not serious. Well, I like to play around, but dude, when it's showtime, and I do what I came to do on this planet this year. Not sure if I feel it in my hands with the hand demonstration, but I always generally feel an overall vibration frequencies throughout my body. During sessions, registers for me are these inner jerking. That's the most common. By far, I never see anything. It's these inner, like, it almost feels like your innards are like moving around or something, as though I'm being exactly. You're being jump started. That's a really good terminology. Then I feel waves and waves of release. Exactly, Sophia. That's it. I feel a release. Nice. I'm just chilled, smiling. Nice. That's what I'm doing, Beverly. Just chilled, smiling. So there is no doubt in my mind. I mean, there's a part of me that's like, I'm slightly, I'm not envious, but you ever meet like a medium or something, and so you'll meet them and they'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm getting this feminine energy, and like, maybe I think it starts with the M. Do you know anybody that just passed over, like M? And they're like, yeah, dude, my grandma just passed over, and then they oh, they kept these messages. Like your life is changed that instant when they start talking about things that no one could have possibly known, that this person passed away, and they have this message for you. You leave that conversation changed. And with the work I do, I know something's changed, but it's more like the seed planted. You know what I mean? Like it's more like a week later, like you're like, oh shit, wow, I'm different. So there's a part of me that's like, I kind of wish I was like a medium or something where I could just instantly like make somebody happy. You know what I mean? Just like instantly prove to them that their loved ones are with them all the time, and that we're all connected, and like they're part of this big, incredible experience. But that's not my path. Let's see here. So my hands, I felt it in my hands when I was facing palms, felt the magnetic pull. Then I did circles with one hand, felt like a breeze. Dude, you got it, Sonny. You got it. Now, when you got it, you got to keep doing it. My head was whipping around like Peony. Is that, I probably just butchered your name. She says, my head was whipping around like crazy. So some people, they have those crazy strong physical reactions. Now, was Peony's session better than yours? Because you only looked like you were sucking on a candy. No, if somebody gave me a session, I would do nothing. I would feel like I'm in this cocoon of energy. Now, Eric Pearl, when he gave me a session, I did. It was a little bit more intense than other people, but we're just all different. We're all completely different. Some people come to me just so I can prove to them that they can't be healed. I honestly believe that. Like you play, like people that come to me, they play a role in this. They do. they
Mhm.
have to be, there has to be like a willingness to just see what happens. I'm doing it
Yeah.
every day since you activated me on Tuesday, aka Mike. Halfway through Solomon Speaks. Sweet. Awesome. I serve as a catalyst. I do. I think we're all catalysts. I definitely did not know I was a catalyst until I was 40 years old, though. So I can't wait to see what happens, Erica.
I know. I'm excited.
I think something, yeah. I just want to, like, I don't know. Maybe just like the serious type, but I would like to see you just like walk around just smiling at nothing. It's like, hey, what happened to you, Eric? Nothing, man. It's all good, dude. Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
I miss that within myself, walking around being like that. I miss it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like it should be easier for
Yeah.
you to get back there because of that NDE. Like when the veil's gone and you see what's really going on down here, and that, I mean, I don't know if you saw, like, you get this feeling of like this perfection. And like where
Yeah.
in our world, in our human world, we see victims. We see, oh my God, how could that ever happen to that poor kid? Oh my God, that's like atrocious. And then if you go to the other side, you go, oh my God, that advanced soul. Oh, look at the good he's doing. Oh my God, look at the ramifications of that horror. So I don't know. So for you to actually have, got a glimpse of that veil being lifted, let's get you back there. Let's get you back there. Okay, Nicole, you had registers while cooking in my kitchen the other day. When you had that's cool. That's cool. I hope you didn't spill anything or burn yourself or anything. Oh, and Nicole, check out Scott Mandelker about that comment you left the other day. So, Erica, what kind of stuff are you into? Do you spend any time on like going down rabbit holes of consciousness, of quantum mechanics, or are you more like a music and like just chill person? You seem like a music person.
Like a what?
Like you like to listen to music.
Yeah.
Am I
I
wrong?
do.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're absolutely
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll do the music, and sometimes I look into that kind of stuff. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people that start kind of really going into certain avenues of things they look at, they go really far down that rabbit hole, and then they fall into like everything's a conspiracy type. So I just try to stay away from that.
Yeah, that's the wrong rabbit hole. They're stuck. Like they haven't like popped through yet because yeah. I mean, it's weird because I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday about it, and it's like I've been down those rabbit holes of waking up and realizing the immense, elaborate, lying to, and it's off the charts. And so I wasted like 20 years feeling like a victim and trying to spread that to people, saying, hey man, do you know what's really going on? And then I finally made it past that, and then I realized why we're so controlled, and that how magnificent we are, and that this is truly like a game, and that your soul is this eternal, magnificent consciousness that chose to play this game. And so I guess my point is, I wish people could skip the learning that they're all lied to and just go
See,
to
I did have it that way. Like, I didn't fall into like, I mean, maybe like watching like Ancient Aliens and like, oh yeah, everything they taught us, that type, but it was
yeah,
very soft and easy
yeah,
and
no, that's
not
high
like,
frequency. Like, yeah, that's not like, oh my God, it's the, yeah, Yeah, you gotta tell
Yeah,
me.
I did it. And now when people around me start saying it to me, I just kind of look at them like, I don't even know what to say to you guys. Like, Erica, we
Yeah,
just look at it. I'm like, but I know I don't have to.
yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't
I
have
don't
to.
have to.
No, you don't have to. Um, I mean, because really, it all comes down to seriously, it all comes down to, are you a good person?
Yeah.
Because when you go down all the rabbit holes, what you're going to find is the world is a mirror to your
Mhm.
inner inside and your beliefs. And if you love yourself and you are a kind person and you help out others, then that's the world you're going to see. And that matters more than whatever rabbit hole, quantum mechanics, like whatever you're going down. If
Mhm.
you are just a good person, you're grateful for what you have, you love yourself, you're kind, dude, that's it. That's
Mhm.
it. Then you will automatically move into this fourth density with ease because that's it, dude. And trust me, like I mean, that's like once you start making all of your decisions from your heart, dude, your life changes and I mean, dude, I think you're there. Like
Mhm.
you certainly aren't wrapped up in all this crap, you know?
Mhm.
Um,
That's when I put the music on. When that crap starts coming in, put
totally,
the music on.
totally. That's a good call. Yep, that's a
Yeah.
good call. That's a good call. Okay, well, thank you so much for volunteering,
Thank you,
Erica.
Case. I
You're
think this
welcome.
is like really aligned. I'm going to Puerto Rico. I leave in like 11 days, and I keep
Sweet.
having these things pop up about when you're, well, mostly just pulling cards for myself. Like when you're on a vacation, you're going to, there's going to be something that you're going to see and understand. So I don't know.
Sweet. Sweet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hmm.
we should truly live every day like that, though. We should
Yeah.
truly, I really believe that there is an incredible life lesson all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Like
Hmm.
like all the time.
Hmm.
So, and when we get on that level where we start seeing this incredible synchronistic life unfolding and everything is so synchronistic and it's beautiful.
Hmm.
It's beautiful. I wish
It
there
is.
was a shot for it. You could just shoot people. Like, there you go. There's some love for you.
If only it was that easy.
Unfortunately, we got to work at it sometimes. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I love you guys, and I will see you guys. I'm gonna do it tomorrow too. I think I'm gonna do 1 o'clock my time. So,
Okay.
okay, Erica, thank you.
Right. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Right.
Okay,
Bye.
peace. See you guys. Let me see if I can time it. Where is it? In. Peace.